Hello students, this is Dr. Shilpa Kapoor, Associate Professor Physics from the Department of Basic Sciences, Oriental Institute of Science and Technology. The topic of today's video is Introduction to Quantum Mechanics. Contains Introduction, 3 revolutionary principles, quantized properties, particles of light, waves of matter. Conclusion. Introduction. Quantum mechanics is the branch of physics relating to a very small. It results in what may appear to be some very strange conclusions about the physical world. At the scale of atoms and electrons, many of the equations of classical mechanics, which describe how things move at everyday sizes and speeds, cease to be useful. In classical mechanics, objects exist in a specific place at a specific time. However, in quantum mechanics, objects instead exist in a haze of probability. It means that they have a certain chance of being at a point A, another chance of being at point B, and so on. So we can say that the quantum mechanics is a fundamental theory in physics that provides a description of the physical properties of nature at the scale of atoms and subatomic particles. It is the foundation of all quantum physics, including quantum chemistry, quantum field theory, quantum technology, and quantum information science. 3 revolutionary principles. Quantum mechanics developed over many decades, beginning as a set of controversial mathematical explanations of experiments that the math of classical mechanics could not explain. It began at the turn of 20th century, around the same time that Albert Einstein published his theory of relativity, a separate mathematical revolution in physics that describes the motion of things at high speeds. Unlike relativity, however, the origin of quantum mechanics cannot be contributed to any one scientist. Rather, multiple scientists contributed to a foundation of 3 revolutionary principles that gradually gained acceptance and experimental verification between the years 1900 and 1930. The 3 revolutionary principles are quantized properties, particles of light, waves of matter. So the first principle, particles of light. The light can sometimes behave as a particle. This was initially met with the harsh criticism as it ran contrary to 200 years of experiment, showing that the light behaved as a wave, much like ripples on the surface of a calm lake. Light behaves similarly in that it bounces off the walls and bends around the corners, and that the crest and trough of the wave can add up or cancel out. The added wave crest result in the brighter light, while the waves that cancel out produce darkness. In 1905, Einstein suggested that the packet of energy could be absorbed or generated only as a whole, specifically when an atom jumps between the quantized vibration rates. This would also apply, as would be shown a few years later, when an electron jumps between the quantized orbits. Under this model, the Einstein energy quanta contained the energy difference of the jump when divided by the Planck's constant. That energy difference determined the color of the light carried by those quanta. With this revolution, or we can also say that with this new way to envision light, Einstein offered insights into the behavior of 9 different phenomena, including the specific color that Planck described being emitted from a light bulb filament. It also explained how certain colors of light could eject electrons off metal surfaces, a phenomena known as the photoelectric effect. The next principle, waves of matter. Matter can also behave as a wave. This ran counter to the roughly 30 years of experiment showing that matter exists as a particles. Since the discovery of the electron in 1896, evidence that all the matter existed in the form of a particle was slowly building. In 1924, de Broglie used these equations of Einstein's theory of special relativity to show that the particle can exhibit wave-like characteristics and that the waves can exhibit particle-like characteristics. The Heisenberg-Schrödinger model of the atom, in which each electron acts as a wave around the nucleus of the atom, replaced the Rutherford-Bohr model. One stipulation of the new model was that the ends of the wave that form an electron must meet. A consequence of this stipulation is that only whole number of the crests and troughs are allowed, which explains why some properties are quantized. In the Heisenberg-Schrödinger model of the atom, the electron obey a wave function and occupy orbitals rather than the orbits. In 1927, Heisenberg made another major contribution to the quantum physics. He reasoned that since matter acts as a wave, some properties such as electrons' position and speed are complementary, meaning there's a limit to how well the precision of each property can be known, under what would come to be called as the Heisenberg's uncertainty principle. It was reasoned that the more precisely an electron's position is known, the less precisely its speed can be known and vice versa. Conclusion. The quantum mechanics is essential for understanding and quantifying the growth and properties of the universe after the Big Bang, the structure and properties of atoms, the microscopic and macroscopic properties of solids such as metals and semiconductors, the arrangement and properties of atom at surfaces, the structure and stability of the molecules. These are the references. Thank you.